we know that children's mental health needs our attention. And we also know that so much more needs to be done.
It's about meeting them where they're at. Life doesn't wait for a diagnosis or an assessment or a pathway.
Our response is not always necessarily what the child or the young person would like to hear in the first instance. But actually, with trusting relationships, so much can be achieved.
A very warm welcome to Youth in Mind 2023.
Our three key messages for the Youth in Mind conferences have been that mental health is everyone's business. We all have mental health. Everyone in this room has contribution to make. That collaboration and partnerships are absolutely key to our success, and that we must focus on prevention and early intervention.
It's really helpful to be listened to so that we feel like we're not alone. When teachers support our mental health and well-being, it makes us all feel supported.
What are the questions that we need to be asking ourselves, and how are we ensuring that we are creating environments for the best possible outcomes for the children and young people in this county?
Sometimes the hope that children and young people need is in the form of a friend, a parent, a teacher, a doctor, a therapist. And I think that we all know in this room that without all of those things in place, we are not really creating a society where children and young people's mental health can thrive.
A key thing in supporting mental health for all of us, children, young people, adults, are relationships. And if we don't have those genuine, trusting relationships, it can be really hard to find support when you need it.
Thoughtful listening, thoughtful responses in the context of trust for children and young people in their school settings can make a world of difference.
I want to see welfare reform. I want to see educational reform. I want to see eradication of poverty. I want to see an eradication of racism and discrimination. Because ultimately, if those things were dealt with, we absolutely know that the majority of people experiencing mental health distress, including children and young people, the dial would shift immediately.
We can't effectively care for others without looking after ourselves first. We can be dealing with some really difficult situations that we face in our work lives, in our personal lives, that require us to really think about what we need to give to those situations to move them up.